Have you ever felt like you have to dress up as a social person just so the world doesn't think something is wrong with you? Have you been told you're too reserved or that you should get out more? For decades, culture sold us the idea that preferring solitude was a symptom of failure, a red flag that something inside was broken. But today, neuroscience has a different message for you. Science has discovered that your need for isolation isn't a deficiency, it's a high-performance biological configuration. If you prefer your own company, it's not that you lack social skills, it's that your brain operates on a frequency of efficiency that most people simply cannot process. Your solitude isn't a void. It's your greatest evolutionary advantage. Today, we are going to decode the superior engineering of the lonely brain. Welcome to Psychological Mind.
In 2016, researchers Norman Lai and Satoshi Kanazawa published a study that shook the foundations of evolutionary psychology. They proposed the Savanna Theory of Happiness. According to them, our brains are still trapped in the era of our ancestors, a time when living in dense groups was vital for survival. But here is the fascinating twist. They discovered that this rule has an exception. People with a high IQ experience an evolutionary mismatch. While the average person is happier with more friends, the highly intelligent individual sees their life satisfaction drop if they socialize too much. Why? Because their brain is so focused on long-term goals and complex projects that constant social interaction becomes noise. A noise that interrupts their processing frequency. This isn't just a theory. It can be seen clearly in brain scans. Through positron emission tomography, it has been observed that loners have a cerebral blood flow that is much more voluminous. But the most incredible thing isn't the amount, but the route that blood follows. In an extrovert, energy is directed outward toward the senses. They need external stimulation to feel alive. In contrast, in your lonely brain, blood concentrates in the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex. These are the zones for planning, memory, and solving complex problems. When you are alone, you aren't being idle. Your brain is activating its internal laboratory. You are processing information with a depth that 90% of the population never reaches. Why? Because they are too busy reacting to their environment.
The ultimate difference is chemical. The modern world runs on dopamine. It's the hormone of quick rewards and constant validation. Extroverts are, in a way, addicted to it. They need the party, the applause, or the novelty for their brain to light up. But you, the loner, operate on a different neurochemical pathway, the acetylcholine pathway. Acetylcholine is the neurotransmitter of introspective well-being. It activates when you read, when you meditate, or when you immerse yourself in a single task for hours. For you, an excess of dopamine, like a noisy environment or small talk, is literally an overload. It exhausts you because your arousal threshold is finer, more sensitive. Your pleasure is autonomous. You don't need anyone to tell you you're doing well for your brain to release that deep sense of peace.
So, stop wondering why you aren't like everyone else. Science tells us that solitude is the catalyst for genius and resilience. You are biologically more self-sufficient. You have an internal emotional maintenance system that others would envy if only they could understand it.
You aren't alone by default. You are alone by design. You are a version optimized for depth in a world that is drowning on the surface. Welcome to Psychological Mind. Share this video with someone you think needs to hear it. Sometimes we just need to know ourselves to understand ourselves. You aren't broken. You are evolution in progress. Give it a like so the algorithm can show it to others who feel the same. And subscribe, if you haven't already, to keep exploring the layers of your mind with us. Sending you a hug. Until next time.